Talking with Turo.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Turo here. We're talking with Turo, and today I'm here at the Home Away from Home. Would we call it a festival, right?
Tour? Yeah, I don't know.
Really long show.
Yeah.
We're here at the really long show, the Kill Iconic Home Away from Home here in San Antonio, Texas at the Rock Box. And today I'm here with Celeste, previously from Celestia'l Decent and Mando. And I know you have your different parts, so tell me what they are, dude.
Yeah, so one of them is Imbalance. I used to be in Snake Father, and now we have this project together, which is Inrvry.
So I'm so glad I've got the opportunity to see your music, and I know you and I have known each other for a long time. So to see you in Celestia'l Decent when I was barely in anything was like really, really inspiring for me. You know what I mean? Like I personally and like professionally too. You know, but for you, dude, has it been mostly metal, like metal projects?
No, it kind of just went that way. It's not my favorite genre, but it's a lot of fun to be able to play that kind of stuff. And then just like Snake Father was a step forward because that's what really got me into the San Antonio scene, and then just went from there.
Would you say that like because of the metal bands, it kind of pushed you to like try other things in other genres that you would probably already good at?
No, actually. I think it was like on the contrary. It was more so having like a cater to the metal scene, and I'm like, ooh, this sounds good for this genre, but like it wasn't necessarily for me. So that's kind of like gave that much growth for our band. So like the sound that we got was basically what came from me and what came from Celeste, and like everything else just like flourished from there.
I've seen your skills, dude. Other people have seen your skills. What do you think about yourself as an artist and a musician and your growth over the years?
I mean, if I were to see myself like 4 years ago, I would be like, damn, hell yeah. But I mean, even then, like it's still a stepping stones over and over and over. So yeah, I'm pretty glad where I'm at, and I'm hoping to get better as much as I can, but it's always something that we can improve every time. So
That's cool, man. That's what's up. When you guys had the opportunity to open up for this show, how did y'all feel?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Like we got the message from Jen and from Twin, and we were like, dude, yeah, like we want to be a part of this show 1,000%. We answered very quickly.
Thank you, Jen.
Yes, thank you, Jen. And thank you, Twin Productions and Kill Iconic. But yeah, no, we were just super, super stoked to jump on the bill. Like, it was a really cool opportunity.
Before you guys jumped on the show, did y'all ever hear Hail the Sun or heard any of the music that Donovan's done, or like any of the Swancore bands? Or that's what people call it. Sorry, that's what people call it. Swancore bands. Swancore.
Swancore. So I had heard Hail the Sun. I had heard a lot more from A Lot Like Birds, and we knew we really liked them. And then when we looked at the whole lineup, we did our homework. We were just like, all right, let's listen to everybody that's on this bill. And we were jamming. Like it was like, dude, every single band on this bill is killing it.
That's awesome that you say that, because I feel like over the years, well, I started listening to Dance Gavin Dance when I was like 18, right? But like as the band started coming in over the years, I was like, this is fucking badass. I feel like it has its own cult following, but like, what do you guys think about like the fact that it has a cult following and the fact that y'all got introduced to it? I know you said it's badass, but let me hear more about that.
Yeah, I mean, so again, like you said, it's a cult following, which is great. Like that's a really great way to get people to listen to your new projects, because it's like you always have more to offer than the the single things that you have done in the past. So getting introduced to it, it was just like, oh damn, like dang. I don't listen to like as much music as I probably should. Like yeah, it helps like expand my horizon, and I'm like, I didn't know this existed, and now I do, and I am thankful for it. I'm a better person for it.
What would you say about it?
So, first off, that was a badass question. I really like that one. But yeah, basically, I heard Hail the Sun for a long time, but not really like in too deep. And then A Lot Like Birds, it was basically with Andy. He's actually going to be playing today, which is pretty badass. It's the singer. And then, yeah, I think when we were jumping on this bill, it was more so like, yeah, the studying kind of thing. But then I was like hearing song after song from every band, and I was like, damn, that sounds amazing. It sounds like just like what I would probably think of, hopefully. But yeah, it was like really cool that we have like a whole genre that, because we really didn't know what kind of genre we were going to start with anyway.
Yeah, in general. Like we were like, what genre do we want to be? We don't even know.
Yeah, whatever sound, just
whatever happens out
throw it out. Yeah, so it was like that's how we had it. And then they were like, hey, you want to be on this show? I was like, badass. And then all of them were like, oh, that sounds like us. That sounds like in our realm. It was like badass. So.
Yeah, and I would even say too, just like you were saying with like the following, like following, following.
Following the following.
Like, dude, there's nothing better than loyal fans and who just want to hear more of your creation and like something that comes from your heart. So.
No, I agree, dude. And like, what's crazy, and I'll probably say this a whole bunch of times for all the interviews, is that when I saw Donovan, dude, like I watched him at Backstage Live right here in the very small room that they had, dude, with like just a little bit of people. So to see how much they've grown from that, you know what I mean? But I'll close it out with this, guys, because like I want to talk more about y'all's new project, because I feel like we need to discuss that, especially since I have both of you here. So you said that there's a record coming out, EP, or what's going on?
Yeah, so the EP we're hoping to take out at least early January.
Yeah.
Probably our best bet.
Yeah, our best bet for sure. Yeah, we're really excited. Honestly, the biggest holdup has been me.
Is that true?
It is true.
Yes. Nah, it's not.
No, and our recording engineer just had a baby, so it's just been.
Okay.
I think we would have had it done maybe a couple months ago if it hadn't been for me getting really sick, and then our recording engineer having a baby. But it's coming. Like all the songs are done, they're written. Like they just need to be recorded and mixed and mastered.
There you go, drinks. And then, yeah. So. Yeah, that's basically it. Just mixing and mastering and then sending it out, having the vocals and all that other stuff. But it's basically just because we just been so in love with it. We were just trying to put all the things that we can, like, with the best. Huh? Yeah,
like, you just
to make it sound like the way that we want it. And that's it. Like, not catering to anything or just literally what we want it. And that's how it's been.
So who started it off, and when did Celeste come into the picture? You started, really?
Yeah, so, well, actually, I would say that was like a mixed,
It was like
a conjoined thing.
Yeah.
Because, so I had written, the first song that we put out, I had written the lyrics and the melody to Intuition. And I had written it a while back, and he had been wanting to do something collaboratively, and I was like, well, I had shown him that song, and he was like, give me like 24 hours. And like 24 to 48 hours, he came with like a
full idea, right?
Full idea to the idea that I had, and I fell in love. I was like, oh my gosh, this sounds pretty dope. And I was like, but we'll just do one song, and then like we just kept
going. You just kept going. You couldn't stop, right? You couldn't stop.
Yeah, and that one took, if I could say,
yes, you can.
2 years, probably around there. And just because like we were like, oh, this sounds good, but wait, let's put this and then put that and then put this and then.
Yeah, and it was still very much like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like, are we gonna do something bigger than just a song, a collaborative song, or? So it was 2 years in the making. Again, on me.
Yes.
Well, honestly, guys, you can't rush perfection. Like, take as much time as you need to be as creative as possible, right? So tell me the plans that y'all have coming up here in like the next year or two.
We are pretty much just winging it, to be honest. Yeah, we're just having whatever the EP is going to give. And then that's kind of like the main message, or like the main priority is to have like whoever needs to hear it, hopefully they can be able to hear it. And
we'll try to do some marketing stuff too, but like for the most part, it's like we're gonna make the music and hope that the people that need to hear it hear it.
Yeah, because that's the main thing about this EP, or like what we created, because it helped us in like moments that we needed it, and that, if we could say that.
Yeah.
You can say whatever the fuck you want.
True. It's a miracle. But yeah.
But guys, I'm really happy to see that y'all are still being productive. You know what I mean? And still being active. I feel like, life is too short not to like be as creative as possible. You know what I mean? So two things, guys. I want y'all to close it out with this. Like, tell me how proud of how proud you are already of what you've done, and where they can find you on like Instagram and Spotify and all that stuff.
Well, every day keeps getting us closer. That's kind of like the biggest thing for me personally. And just for this EP to be able to have I don't know what's the right word, but to be able to have the best it can be. And I love that it's us two and 3 of the closest friends that we have. And it's just like, I already see it going this way. So.
Yeah, I'm very proud just in general of what we've done. And I am very thankful to the brains here, musically and creatively, and just he has pushed me so much in like the best way possible to get me into something creative again. And so I am very proud of, knowing that all of what we do comes from a really solid place. And like you said, it brings us close. Like, what better thing to do than to do this with the person you love? So that's really cool. So
together forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so tell them guys where they can find y'all, like on the.
Yeah. You guys can find us on Instagram, on Facebook. We're on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music. Our handle is at Inrvry. It's spelled different. It's spelled like this: Inrvry, and it's pronounced Inrvry. Inrvry.
In Reverie.
And a lot of people say it Inrvry.
Inrvry. We'll accept
It's
that
great.
too.
Yeah, it works. Yeah.
Inrvry.
Guys, thank you so much for taking the time to do this with me. I'm still gonna try to interview Andres and Donovan if I can, but to get y'all too, because like I love seeing people push their shit and be very creative. So I wanted to get that for the podcast. So I appreciate it so much. Thank you guys.
Thanks for your support.
Yes, pop and pop. Thank you guys.